Last month, Danny successfully completed the pouring of the circular beam of the castle's turret, advancing the roof renovation to a brand new stage. To speed up the repair of the outside of the castle, he started processing the plates needed for construction at the very beginning today. After a discussion with his friends, everyone decided to assemble the turret frame on the ground first. After this method was confirmed, the restoration project of the turret roof was officially launched. Just as Danny put on his safety rope and was ready to start construction, it suddenly started to rain heavily. The roof construction had to be suspended. What's worse, there were leaks in the previously temporarily laid waterproof layer, and rainwater kept pouring into the castle from the roof, like a nightmare. Reluctantly, Danny had to turn to the basement first and fill the cracks in the walls with cement. When the rain eased a little, he climbed onto the roof in the rain and simply patched the leaks with plastic sheeting to try to prevent more rain from seeping in. Just when he finished this emergency work, the rain finally stopped. They then continued to push forward the work without delay and started to build the load-bearing base of the roof. A wooden platform was fixed under the circular beam, and the surrounding was reinforced with rebar, so that stable support points for the roof frame could be formed. After completing this part, they transported the pre-processed wooden square timbers onto the roof. At the same time, scaffolding needed to be erected for the subsequent installation of the roof frame. However, another accident struck. The strong wind on the roof made it difficult to stand firmly. It was undoubtedly a dangerous choice to assemble the frame rashly. Danny had to suspend the work again and wait until the weather improved the next day to continue. Early the next morning, before his friends got up, Danny went to work alone. He clamped the wooden square timbers on the edge of the wooden platform and connected the middle with wooden boards to build a stable triangular bracing frame. As the sun gradually emerged, his friends also came one after another to join. Everyone used bolts to tightly fix the triangular frame to ensure that the roof was stable enough. Although it was difficult to see the scale of the overall frame at close range, from the perspective of the drone, the structure of this turret was so huge. Using the experience of the previous day, they quickly assembled the frame on the other side, and finally closed the roof frame into the complete form of the turret roof. With the help of his friends, they completed the installation of the entire wooden roof frame in just one day. And Danny was very satisfied. The next day, he came to the castle early to make the final optimization of the frame. First, he added diagonal braces to the frame, which not only improved the stability but also formed a keel structure. At the same time, they also reserved positions for windows on the turret frame to ensure ventilation and lighting. Time passed slowly, and the side keel frame was finally completed. The rainbow that appeared on the horizon seemed to celebrate their victory. Next, Danny and his friends went back inside the house and started to make the final roof frame of the tower. After making the rectangular frame according to the size, they fixed the keel structure along the edge to form a perfect spire. After the plan was determined, everyone moved to the roof and accurately installed the spire frame in place. During this period, the moment of the plane taking off was also photographed, proving that the height of the tower was indeed not low. After a short rest, they continued to improve the roof installation, successfully assembled the side keel frame, and then connected and fixed all the wooden square timbers. The spire part was completed, and the next step was the covering work of the turret. They continued the previous laying method, installed the wooden boards one by one, and reserved window positions according to the plan. After 2 days of hard work, the turret roof was finally laid. Seeing this result, Danny was extremely excited. Only he knew best all the various difficulties and hardships encountered along the way.